Being in Chicago is an architect's dream. Indeed, when I came to Northwestern quite some time ago, I came wanting to work on either Dutch Baroque painting or maybe 19th century French painting, good impressionist. And I had no interest in architecture. It was coming to Chicago that really made me see how important architecture was and how interesting it was. It was also at a point when I was becoming more and more interested in these political questions that I've been talking about. And it seems to me that also those are so central to the history of Chicago. I teach a course on Old Mayor Daley in architecture. Teaching Chicago city planning is all about kind of policy decisions as well. That the political question was so central to the architectural question that you really couldn't separate the two. And that really drew me in. And it still draws me in. Even when I talk about the city or learn about the city or see a documentary on the city on TV, it's those kinds of questions that constantly come out that really that show the relevance of architecture to people's lives. That architecture isn't just about space, although that's important too, but that architecture is about the way that we structure our world and the way that we fight for issues and problems in our world. So those kinds of debates became more and more important and more evident to me in Chicago just by living here. And teaching Chicago architecture has also allowed me to expand on that. And so for me, it feels like it's a great advantage because of my research, even if I'm not currently teaching a course, say, on art and the Holocaust, or I don't have time this weekend to work on that article on post-war architecture in Berlin, I'm constantly thinking about these questions of what is the relationship between politics and architecture? How do politicians use architecture? How are architects influencing political decisions, and how do citizens negotiate these two groups spatially? And so having that as a constant point of reference, both in my teaching, but also just in my general reading reading the Sun-Times, that this is really an important point of thinking about how the questions I'm interested in are still very much relevant for our world today.